deal world? I go by the name of Biz Billa, and welcome back to the Carolina Panthers franchise. This week we'll be taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. They're 1-1. We're 1-1, and we're traveling to Vegas to hopefully put down the Raiders in Nevada. We need this win. That'll move us to 2-1. As you can see, we just came away with a big victory against the Los Angeles Chargers in our previous episode, and we pretty much got to be favored to win this game. We'll talk about that more in just a moment. But if you like what you see and what you hear from the channel, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, tell us what we can do to get better on what you do like, and subscribe. You know what I mean? Here we get a quick glance at some of the stat leaders across the NFL. And there's one name in particular that should be shining bright on your screen. Bryce Young leading the NFL in passing yards. Who would have thought? 669 yards. Nice. 3 touchdowns. Bryce Young is holding it down despite having a really bad game against the New Orleans Saints in episode 1. Go check that out as well. We had some real good talk in the first 15 minutes or so. But he's steadily moving in the right direction. 1 touchdown in the previous game, but the completion numbers were very good. 72% on the season. And things are looking on the up and up. All right, so a big reason that we came away victorious in our previous game against the Los Angeles Chargers, we committed to the run game. Now, we didn't have a 100-yard rusher. We didn't have any rush longer than 25 yards. But what we did have was a commitment to run the ball. Jonathan Brooks had 15 carries, 51 yards. That's a good way to keep the chains moving forward. That's a good way to keep control of the ball. Bryce Young probably scrambled around a bit, 6 carries, 20 yards. Him and Brooks right around 3.5 yards a carry. But Chuba Hubbard, man, big game, man. 6.3 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns, 12 carries, 75 yards. He was clutch for us in this game. And I'm not going to say that he's going to be the starter, or I'm not going to jump out the window yet. But what I can admit, Jonathan Brooks has had now 2 games where he's had about 15 carries, where he's been the main guy, and he's been right around 50 yards. He's a rookie, so, I get it. But we're not going to give up on him yet. But if Chuba Hubbard is going to play like that, having, 75 yards, 6.5 a carry almost, I can go ahead and start committing more time to this run game. Even if Brooks is the number 1 guy and he may not put up the big yardage totals, if we can bring in Hubbard on 2nd and 3rd down situations just randomly and get big plays like that from him, then that's a big help towards what we're trying to do. And not only was Hubbard big in the run game, he also had 6 catches for 50 yards, 8.7 yards per reception. So he was solid. 52 yards after the catch as well. So Hubbard was big in that game. He was our MVP for sure. He definitely was a big part of why we won that game. So moving forward here against this game against the Raiders, and maybe the weeks proceeding after that, we can expect Hubbard to get the rock and be running. We can expect Jonathan Brooks to get the rock and be running. We may even see some of Miles Sanders on the field. You're definitely going to get Bryce Young out here scrambling, maybe running RPOs or, whatever kind of option where we can get him in open field to make plays. And, hey, you might even see Andy Dalton out there getting busy. That's how committed we are to the run. All right, man. Shout out to sportsgamingrosters.com. Again, sportsgamingrosters.com. I downloaded their their draft class rosters for Madden 25 for the 2025 draft. I'm gonna keep it 100. There was a few things I had to change on my own because some of these players didn't look like what they looked like in real life at all. I even had to change the nationalities of some people. But even with me saying that, this draft class has 450 players. It's pretty accurate. If you play college football 25, I know you're familiar with a lot of the names you see on the screen and people that are projected to be in this future draft. So shout out to sportsgamingrosters.com. And if you want to download these rosters straight from your PlayStation, I know some of y'all might have Xbox or PC, but if you want to download these rosters straight from your PlayStation on PS5. Check out the PSN ID Big Gargamel. That's BIGGARGAMEL. Because I had some issues trying to even figure out how to get my draft class, available to view and to get it into Madden. It was a big problem. It was a big problem trying to get this draft class into franchise mode. But we have done that. You see, I've already put some favorites on the board for who we'd be interested in having on the roster as soon as things get going towards draft season. Here's a name I'm very interested in, Omarion Hampton. Not because we need a running back, but if he's just there and I, took care of some of the needs, I like the idea of a UNC running back playing for the Carolina Panthers. But I also do know that we need to make some splashes in the first 2 rounds on, positions like tight end. You got guys like Oscar Delp, you got Mason Taylor. So we'll be looking at guys like that. We still probably need to draft a wide receiver. It doesn't have to necessarily be in the first round, but you got a guy like Luther Burden, who's a monster at Missouri. Check him out. Put a parlay on him. Plays for the Missouri Tigers. Yeah, he's somebody that I'd be interested in drafting if he's around, maybe past the first round. And then you got guys like my man Restrepo, man. I got to draft at least one Miami player. And if you don't know, check out the Miami Dynasty on BYC Gaming. We've been running it up. Damian Martinez and company getting ready to kick off a new season. Check out those episodes regularly on the channel. Okay, let's look at the injury report. Sean Robinson, as y'all know, on IR, 36 weeks. He's gone, man. Complete ACL tear. We'll see him back next season. Damian Lewis is now hurt. Him and Robert Hunt both got hurt in the previous game. Lewis with broken ribs, he'll be back in 4 weeks. And Hunt with a broken thumb, he'll be back in 3 weeks.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Panthers and the Raiders. Next on Madden NFL 25.
Let go. Hey.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense.
I ain't gonna lie, that DMX music is a little intimidating. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as Earl Simmons, DMX, the GOAT, RIP to the dog. As X talks in the background, it's time to kick this off, man. Panthers, Raiders, 2 1-1 teams. Somebody's record is going to go under 500, baby. Let's get it.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
Minshew mania.
Felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. A quarterback like that doesn't put them in bad situations.
First carry now for Alexander Madison, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming in.
Wow, look at those numbers last week.
A look there at his numbers
on
the
12
ground
carries.
A week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards. And now here's 2nd and 6.
Now, I told you I haven't liked the way that Madden has made some of the safeties play on zone.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Myers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Off play action, it's Minshew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Big hit in the backfield. Let's go.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback.
All right, while we got to run this replay back, I'm so proud of my man right there, number 38. He moved over from linebacker. He's been playing on the defensive line, making plays all season. Just missed taking a fumble away there, but good job forcing one. It's third down.
Fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be the
Here we go. First drive of the game,
10.
baby.
The Panthers head out for their initial drive.
Let's get it, fellas.
Is their second-year quarterback now.
All right, first drive of the game. We already established that our starter is Jonathan Brooks, but we're going to start this game off with Chuba Hubbard. He was our playmaker in our previous matchup. First and 10 starting from the Carolina 18.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. Just a yard on the pickup there this week. Throwing, Young. Open here, Adam Thielen.
Let's go. First down. Way to start the game off. Hitting your favorite target for a big gain. Let's go.
It's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really in great.
All right, look at this. Look at this play right here. Crosby's coming on the blitz. Tight end should be open right across the middle of the field. If not, we'll hit cover coming across the middle. It's me, Hubbard, excuse me. All right, he's not open. Got to hit Thielen. Another first down. They're going to call a fumble. Hold on. I got to challenge that because if it's not a fumble, that's a first down, isn't it? That wasn't a fumble. Let's see if the reversal of the call will give us a first down, though. That's the big thing. I'm not worried about the fumble part.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
To be successful.
That was a big challenge right there. Instead of 4th and 1 and an early midfield decision on 4th down, we get a fresh set of downs with just over 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Oh my goodness, look at that rush.
Down to the 42, second down.
3rd and 6.
Young now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
I'm going to be honest. Why I'm so upset about how that play went, Hubbard comes up hurt. And that play was not drawn up to have to force the run to the outside. So we're already seeing some issues with the offensive line here on this drive. 3rd and 15, let's snap it.
Now Young. Eluding the pressure right.
I didn't like any of my options, so we'll run out of bounds and set up the field goal.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Like any team plan, they're looking for...
Shout out my New Yorkers worldwide. You look on the bottom of the screen. The New York Jets and the New York Giants are both 3-0, and Gardner Minshew is all the way taken back. I don't know what is happening with Clowney on the screen. Some kind of ring around the rosy glitch, but
he ends up getting stopped before you get the first down.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Should have taken the fair catch.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Frustrated right now behind center. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards. so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Young.
Open field. That was a bit of a bad pass, but Deontay gets a big first down reception. Let's go. Big playability every time he gets the ball in open field. It does it again right there.
Offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
All right, so I want you guys to pay attention to the tight end, number 82, when we come back, because that's the end of the first quarter. We'll probably run that same play, and hopefully we keep playing this same way. Right now, the Panthers putting a hurting on Minshew and the Raiders. They haven't been able to get much going offensively. All right, y'all, this is 3rd and long, 3rd and goal. Let's see, can Young make a play?
Young with it, 3rd and goal.
Oh, man. What a pass from Bryce Young. I thought about running. I saw Johnson zooming across the middle of the field. Look at that.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Uh-oh. Ooh, what a hit from Fuller.
I certainly thought he had an open vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a big loss here as he's taken.
They are again. Clowney and company. Let's go.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds?
And we're getting the pass rush on them, whether we're dropping back everybody or rushing. Let's go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw.
There they are again, the 5th sack of the first half for the defense, man.
Down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. A beautiful fake, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down yardage on the.
I'm gonna come back to that play later in the game.
And short of the sticks.
He's gonna let this one go deep, and he knocks the ball. Here is Young. Flush to his right. Pass to the sideline.
What a pass.
And he is out of bounds,
what a pass. Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me, bro.
We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report.
Oh, my goodness, bro. That is a big range of emotions, bro.
So
Bryce Young making a beautiful pass and comes up hurt. All right, we got the first down. Let's hope he's okay. The Red Rifles back in Carolina blue.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
All right, 3rd and 1.
To throw here, Dalton.
Short yardage situation. I don't like the routes we have, but Dalton, wait. Can we see that replay, please? All right, so we're going to watch our tight ends route this whole play. Okay. See, now, Young would have been able to scramble out of the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he clearly caught that. Did he step out of bounds already? Like, nah, bro. They just did me filthy, bro. And I probably can't even challenge it. Or I can. Like, what? Let's look at this again, ref. I know I'm not tripping. Both of his feet are in bounds. Both of them, literally. No toe, no nothing. He's on the sideline.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble.
Thank you. Like, what was that? We do. Now that gives us first down. Now that gives us Bryce Young back on the center. Let's finish this Raiders drive off, man.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
Ooh. Oh no. Good job by Johnson. 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Brooks.
There you go, Brooks. Right to the goal line. A simple read option because they were stuffing the runs up the middle. But now that they've stacked the strong side, let's go ahead and run it with Brooks one more time. Right up the middle, right behind Corbett. Touchdown. Let's go.
And this time he works his way in.
Let's go.
Panthers. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run.
Okay, it's 30 inches. Y'all know what's coming. It's straight heat. They better not pass. That's exactly what they're doing. And oh, they were ready this time. Devontae Adams, big play down the field. First down, Raiders. Wow.
Very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's all we brought the heat. Good. Listen, what a block by the running back. Running back is the reason that play is able to happen. Great block. 2-minute warning is upon us.
Now Minshew.
Raiders with a bad pass, and Johnson Jr. makes the pick. Minshew makes the tackle, but he makes the mistake, and let's go Carolina. Yo, I love the defensive turnover celebrations. I criticize Madden a lot, but I do like that. Pick, let's go.
And the Panthers coming out now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motor.
And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
It's Young off play action.
Oh, hold the block. Oh, look at Bryce. Get down.
In motion, the tight end. They go play action. Young.
Oh, God. There he is. There he is.
He's taken down.
This kid's making plays.
Robert Spillane just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now,
3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play.
All right, so Gardner Minshew gets a good tackle. I mean, a good carry, but that's the end of the first half. Carolina with a 17-0 shutout. Pitching a gem, you heard. Let's keep this going in the second half. All right, so the Panthers put a beating on the Raiders in real life. We are on our way to doing the same thing here in our Carolina franchise episode 3. Let's keep it going here in this second half of football. It's all about Jonathan Brooks. Already almost eclipsed his total from last week and the week before.
Young to throw it.
Oh, yeah. Wide open.
He's got his tight end.
First down. Why did they change first down? Now I'm dancing every time I get a first down.
Fresh out of the line.
Now I'm actually doing a dance, though.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with it.
All right, the guy we got to attack right here is the guys for making plays, the middle linebacker Spillane. So let's see if we can get the, I'm going to call a hot route here. We'll send Tremble to go on a streak, and that'll open the middle of the field up for Brooks, as well as Leggett. There's Brooks right there. First down.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
I'm not sure.
Young working out of the gun.
What protection from our offensive line, but Brooks puts it on the floor. Wow. Again, another range of emotions. Wide open, Jonathan Brooks. All the time in the world for Bryce Young to pass. Great protection. But Brooks puts the ball on the floor right there. Let's see it again. Clearly a fumble.
A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that.
I mean, we know that Brooks is a rookie. He's going to have some mistakes that he's going to make. Hopefully our defense can continue to punish Gardner Minshew and this Raiders offense. So if we can do that, let's keep pitching this shutout. Let's get the ball back to the Panthers offense, and let's make sure that we make some nice plays with Jonathan Brooks so we can go ahead and shut this game down. It's time for us to try to shut them down. Oh, is that another sack for Barno? Third of the game. Wow.
Once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Wow.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there.
This guy's all over the quarterback, playing like a linebacker, man, just wrapping up plays left and right. All right, punt should be getting set off right here.
Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
Excellent job today by the defense.
Returnable here from the 38.
Nice return by Leggett.
Right at midfield. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it's a good
2 fumbles for Jonathan Brooks at this point. One of them lost and going the other way. One of the goals this week was to win the turnover battle. Still got a chance to do that, but let's start this drive off right.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down.
Well, let's take a shot down the field. Second and 7. Ooh, high snap. I gotta scramble out. Throwing a bad pass right here, man. I know better than that, man. Got a little arrogant right there. We made a nice pass like that early in the game for a touchdown to Deontay Johnson. That's a horrible pass by Bryce Young. I just talked about winning the turnover battle. You're not going to do it making passes like that.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
Truthfully, though, Deontay did nothing to make that catch.
Are you happy?
Is a team that just threw that interception? They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Okay. We were definitely supposed to be running out the clock and taking it easy from here on out. Now, all of a sudden, the Raiders still in this game.
And that's complete to Adams.
Some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to hold.
Let's go. This defense isn't budging today. I'm loving it.
They end up getting stuffed twice after
I mean, look at that. Look at the pursuit. You got 38. You got Thompson. You got Barno. Like, come on, man. Not gonna lie, I'd go for it on that one from the Raiders.
To me, that's good scouting.
But who am I? I'm just the Panthers coach. Leggett back to return another one. Okay, a little change of direction, a little speed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this man. We do get him on the juke, but we're tackled down by 97 at the 28.
It will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
I can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Oof, what a pass from Young, right on target to Adam Thielen. First down, Panthers. What a pass. Can I see a replay, please?
Right there, gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense.
That's what you call knowing the route.
In rhythm, they've been sharp.
All right, I'm taking another shot with Deontay down the field. Here we go. I probably could have waited a little longer, but first down is a first down, brother. Let's go.
After a very nice game. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people.
Honestly, I got to see that one again. First of all, salute to Austin Corbett, who had a hole, which is why we took this shot. He has a good snap right here to Young. Young takes His time in the pocket delivers a spiral. But look at this catch. Even after taking the contact, Deontay Johnson with a big first down reception, and the Panthers continue to move the ball down the field. Young didn't have much time to process what he wanted to do, but he does find Brooks for an 8-yard gain.
2nd and 2. It's just short here with 3rd down looming.
Oh yeah. I wanted to wait for the blocks to develop, and we needed that first down. Good run from Young. We got one more play here in the 3rd. Let's run it. Let's not even wait till the 4th.
Now Young.
And Thielen, is he in the end zone? Close enough. 1st and goal. End the 3rd, going into the 4th. Dominant. Panthers football, baby. Pitching a shutout against the Raiders. We got one more quarter of football left to see can we finish this amazing of a performance here today. Carolina looking to secure their 2nd win of the season. Let's get it, you fellas.
Welcome back, everybody.
All right, we made some good plays already in this game on 3rd and long on the ground. We're going to trust Jonathan Brooks right here because the whole reason we're even this many yards back after all the nonsense is because we were trying to get him a touchdown. 11 yards to go, 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Brooks.
How about my man Brooks? He is going to get there. Let's go. Flex on him. Let's go.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
What a carry for Jonathan Brooks. How can you hate on that?
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Great job, Brooks.
The finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. The Vegas offense, that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory.
Ooh, that was supposed to be a pick, man. Hill didn't even jump, and Adams, you know what he's going to do with that. Wow. Well, there goes the shutout. You know, it's disappointing. I wanted to shut out the Raiders, but I'll take a win over a shutout every time. Let's just see what happened right here. Hill gets flat-footed. I try to make the pick. Nothing happens. Adams jumps. This time he doesn't get hit in midair. And he's going to the house.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No.
I'm blaming the announcer, Brandon Gaudin, because he said they were trying to break the scoreless streak. Good job by Fuller and the defense to prevent them from getting 2 right there.
That one wound up incomplete. Here's Minshew. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 26 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. First down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, it's stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left.
Y'all know what time it is. Victory formation. We had a shutout. Would have been nice to see 27 or greater than nothing. You know what I'm saying? 27-0 would have been a nice score. But a win is a win, ladies and gentlemen. Bryce Young takes a knee. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Victory formation. Victory for the Panthers. I'm not going to lie, y'all. As we get back in the victory formation for one more kneel, I'll be honest and say I did not expect to be 2-1, halfway to our season goal after 3 weeks. We took a beat down in week 1, and I thought that was a sign of things to come. But the Panthers, 2-1, and now in the mix for the NFC South early on in the season. The Saints are 2-1. We'll tap in, to see what the Falcons and the Buccaneers are doing. But Gardner Minshew is shaking his head because he's in pain. Look at all the dirt on Gardner Minshew's uniform. Bryce Young slapping 5 with his teammates because they put on an absolute show and get the dub here against the Raiders in Vegas. Minshew and the Raiders had nothing for us.
Now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
All right, so another outstanding performance by Bryce Young, the run game, and the Carolina Panthers as a team. 27-13 is your score. The Raiders did manage to get 13 points in the fourth quarter. It was really garbage time minutes. One of those touchdowns you won't even see. But this was a dominant performance. 423 yards of offense gained by Carolina, 180 yards on the ground, 243 through the air, 24 first downs, and it was just an all-around great performance. Let's look at the offensive stats for our Panthers as a team. 87.6 is the passer rating for Bryce Young in his third start this season. 255 yards, a touchdown, and an errant interception that you can't throw. Luckily the Raiders are the Raiders. In Madden, if this was the real life Raiders, we might not be able to escape something like that happening. 2 sacks, 17 completions out of 28 thrown, and he averaged 9 yards per completion. Andy Dalton came into this game and also threw 2 passes after Young went down with the injury. He had 10 yards as a passer. Let's glance over at the Raiders real quick. I'm just curious to see how many times Gardner Minshew got sacked, and there it is highlighted for you. 9 times. He didn't even have that horrible of a game, an interception as well, but 2 touchdowns, 269 through the air, and 19 out of 28. Very similar to the performance by Bryce Young, but just a difference when it comes to the sacks. Sat down 9 times. That is wild, and a tough way to move the offense forward when you're constantly moving backwards. Jonathan Brooks, his best game as a pro, best game of the season. 24 carries, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did have 2 fumbles. Let's be clear, we got to work on that. But an outstanding game for Brooks. We said we were going to try to balance things out as far as the run. We did do a pretty good job of that. But when you have no Chuba Hubbard to rely on, you can go ahead and plug in Brooks for a game like this. 110 yards. Hopefully we can get him, pushed towards Rookie of the Year. Last year, my Jets franchise, the only player that probably came close in a couple years that we ran with them was Coleman out of Louisville, the wide receiver. But Brooks may be an NFC Offensive Rookie of the Year candidate. We'll find out as the weeks goes on here in our franchise. Here are your passing numbers as far as the receivers are concerned. Start again. Here are your receiving numbers as far as Adam Thielen and the rest of the Carolina Panthers are concerned. 6 catches for Thielen. He is your leader in receptions for the day. 81 yards, 13 yards per catch. Deontay Johnson with another solid game. 4 catches, 74 yards, a touchdown. But what I've been seeing that I'm very impressed with this team is the production in the pass game from our halfbacks. Jonathan Brooks, 4 catches, 59 yards with 32 yards after the catch. Longest reception was 26 yards. So that's 170 something all-purpose yards. You'll salute the Brooks. When it comes to Tommy Tremble, he didn't really do much this game. 1 catch, but it was for 21 yards, and that was important. Lastly, we'll take one quick look at where all of the quarterback sacks came from. Amari Barno, the man with the plan today, 5 sacks in this game. He was absolutely outstanding. 10 tackles, 7 tackles for losses. He also forced a fumble, so I'm expecting to see him get an NFC Player of the Week without a question. Barno was amazing in this game, and he's a big reason why we came away with the W. When it comes to the rest of the guys who pulled away quarterback sacks in this game, Jadeveon Clowney doing what he does best. 2 sacks in this game, 3 tackles for losses. He was stellar in his performance. Wanham got a sack, and you can split 2 half sacks between Thompson as well as Derek Brown. Hopefully Derek Brown is okay, as we'll just take a quick glance at our injury medical report. So we had a lot of injuries in this previous game, but we'll go ahead and simulate and move ahead to the next week without any new injuries. That is a good thing. That means no Chuba Hubbard out. That means no Derek Brown out, and everyone else who came up hurt in this game. That is a relief. It's probably a little too early to start trying to figure out how this division is going to look. But right now, as we get ready to start week 4, the Falcons are 0-3. We're in 3rd place behind the Saints, who own the tiebreaker over us at this time. And the Buccaneers are 3-0. Glad we don't have to see them until later in the season. Hopefully we see you later in the season, later in the series. Tap in for every episode, whether it's the Carolina Panthers franchise, whether it's the Miami Hurricanes dynasty, whether it's the New York Mets franchise. We have a special episode coming up this week. Cross your fingers, because there's some bad weather that may prevent me from getting this out there to y'all. But either way, we appreciate you for watching, whether live or on the playback. Hit that like button, leave a comment if you like what you see and what you've heard. I go by the name of Biz Billa. Subscribe to us, BYC Gaming. Follow us. Check out the BYC Gaming link tree. We'll be back with more Carolina football very, very soon. Peace.